Hey, it's Monk. Thanks so much for joining us on Facebook Live. Of course, today, the 6-year anniversary of the EF4 tornado that tore through Tuscaloosa. And we're here at Denny Chimes today because they're going to ring the bell 53 times for everybody in Tuscaloosa who lost their lives that day. University of Alabama was affected as 6 staff members and students lost their lives, but 53 in Tuscaloosa total. A day that I remember all too well 6 years ago. It just really kind of seems surreal and doesn't seem real at times that we went through that, but to see what our community has done since then is just absolutely amazing. How Tuscaloosa has come together, and I think we've done a good job at remembering those that we lost that day. And you know, one thing that I could say and I take away from April 27th is we don't need to not continue to grow because the tornado has passed. I think we need to continue to grow. We need to continue to band together as a community. It's such an awesome thing. I mean, beautiful day here in Tuscaloosa today. We've got tributes on air. Wild Bill doing his fair share of tributes this afternoon. I took care of mine. Steve Shannon, morning show, did some this morning. And we've also got tributes on our website as well at 953thebear.com. But right now, we're at Denny Chimes. I mean, just a beautiful day, beautiful sky behind it, waiting for the 53 chimes that it will do today. And this is dead week in Tuscaloosa too, but I figured, I don't know, there's still a lot of people out and about walking around, so a lot of people going to be joining us today. But thanks so much for checking us out on Facebook Live. I still remember, just going back in my memory, about April 27th. I remember I went on air at 3 o'clock that day on 95.3 The Bear, and we went, I think almost immediately, about 3:30, we went on wall to wall with James Spann's weather coverage. And I just kind of sat back and got on social media and was looking, I was like, what's going on? You know, listening to James Spann, kind of freaking out about it, you know, because we had the storms come through earlier that morning. I lived in the Lakeview area at the time, and the straight line winds came through at like 4 o'clock, 4:30 that morning. So I think that kind of let us all know, hey, look, something big may be coming. We need to listen to James Spann. So I think it was not necessarily a bad thing that those storms came through first thing that morning. But I remember when 5:13 came, we almost immediately went off the air. We lost internet connection. We didn't know what was happening. A tornado touched down on Skyline Boulevard. A tornado tore through the backyard of our radio station. So it was just absolute chaos. And one of the memories I take away from immediately after was going outside when I knew the tornado had passed through or was far enough away from us to where we didn't have to be frightened anymore. I remember going outside, and it's amazing. You don't really think about how noisy street lights and you know, buildings are until they're off, because it was dead silence, and then all you could hear was just hundreds of sirens in the background, and just the sky was eerie. Just a really crazy feeling. And then the next, I think, 11 days we stayed on the air around the clock, and we did everything we could to get supplies to where they need to be. It was frightening. It was something new to all of us, but I think we didn't miss a step. I think Tuscaloosa never once went, oh, what do we do? I mean, almost immediately we knew what to do. Our instincts kick in. We took care of our brothers and sisters, exactly what we need to do. So thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. We're at Denny Chimes on the 6th anniversary of the tornadoes that swept through Tuscaloosa, and we are waiting for 5:13. They're going to ring the bell 53 times for those lives lost in Tuscaloosa that day. Just I don't know, we're remembering it on our website as well. We got a really good Rascal Flatts song that we've been able to use the past couple years, and there's one part in the end of that song that makes me tear up every time. And we usually talk when the song is over. We usually talk, and the one guy goes, "I saw a truckload of, you know, some trucks coming in on 2059. I just want to give them a big roll tide." And I just, like, my tears well up in my eyes every time, just even thinking about that and all we went through and how far we've come. All the people in the city, Mayor Maddox, he deserves a lot of props for everything he's done. The people that are behind him, the people that help him to make the decisions in Tuscaloosa, I think you've done an awesome job. University of Alabama was spared that day, but 6 of their students and staff members lost their lives. So in this 53 chimes that we're going to hear today, you'll hear those 6 as well. I know, and last night too, I was a little bit nervous when we had people were talking about tornadoes might come through last night. I was like, no, not now. But luckily, we avoided that, and it turned out to be a gorgeous day. And Ben, if you can pan up and get some more of the Denny Chimes, that blue sky, it's just beautiful today. It's a blue sky for those 53 lives. What time are we looking at?
Got about 1 minute.
Facebook Live. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Monk, and we're out in front of Denny Chimes waiting for the 53 chimes. 53 people, lives lost in Tuscaloosa that day, and just countless numbers, I guess, across how many states? It was like 11 states that day. One of the biggest tornado outbreaks in history. Man, it will probably, hopefully we never will, and probably never will ever see it again in our lifetime. My son at 16 years old probably will never see another weather event like that. I was talking with James Spann one time, and he told me, he goes, nah, you'll never see that. Hopefully. That was a crazy day, but we learned a lot that day, and I think we're better for it. We're a better city. I'm a better person because of it. I know how to. Here we go, the 53 chimes. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. It's Monk. 53 times for the 53 lives lost in Tuscaloosa 6 years ago today. Never forget, T-Town never down. Always remember. Tell the young kids about it, what we went through, and how far we've come. Hey, it's Monk. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. 53 chimes from Denny Chimes today for the 53 lives lost 6 years ago today. If you know anybody involved, let your friends know. Share this this video, share this Facebook Live with everyone, and let them see what the University of Alabama did today to honor the 53 lives lost that day. T-Town never down.